Bonjour ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a video explaining the formation of cliffs and Wavecut platforms. Wavecut platforms are an impressive coastal feature and an erosional landform that you lot need to know about. In the top left of your picture you have a diagram of this landform, and in the bottom right you have a real life example. And to begin with, we're going to be focusing mostly on this diagram here. So we are looking at the formation of cliffs and Wavecut platforms, and as already mentioned, these are an example of an erosional landform. Therefore, we must be aware of our different types of coastal erosion before going any further. Our four types of coastal erosion, therefore, are firstly hydraulic action, which is simply the force of the waves crashing into the cliffs. Abrasion, or corrosion as it's sometimes known, where waves hurl sand and pebbles against cliff faces, which then wears them away gradually over time. Solution, or corrosion as it's sometimes known, where acids contained in the seawater will dissolve rock faces made out of certain rock types such as chalk or limestone. And finally, attrition, where rock particles carried by the waves crash against one another and are broken into smaller pieces. The three that we shall be focusing most upon, however, whilst looking at the formation of cliffs and Wavecut platforms are hydraulic action, abrasion, and solution. Right, so it all starts then with the destructive waves crashing into the coastline and attacking the base of the cliff between high and low tide levels. In this diagram, you can see that the sea is currently at its low tide level, but could also reach as high as this point at its high tide level. It is when the waves are crashing against the rock face between its high and low tide that the base of the cliff is being eroded through hydraulic action, abrasion, and corrosion. Through these processes, the base of the cliff will gradually erode away, with the eroded material being washed back out to sea in the backwash of the wave. This process continues, occurring over and over again, forming a Wavecut notch, which is located on the diagram here. This Wavecut notch becomes bigger and bigger until the overhang becomes too great, and due to the force of gravity, the cliff above will collapse, causing the fallen rock to be washed out to sea. This ongoing process will make the whole cliff retreat, and over time it will move further and further inland, leaving behind a Wavecut platform. This Wavecut platform forms where the cliff face used to be, and is exposed at times of low tide. They tend to be quite smooth, and the reason behind this is because as fallen rock, eroded material and sediments are dragged back out to sea in the backwash, they smooth the Wavecut platform via the process of abrasion. So, to recap, the important points to remember in the formation of a Wavecut platform are firstly, the types of erosion, how these types of erosion lead to the formation of a Wavecut notch, how the increased size of the Wavecut notch eventually leads to the collapse of the overhang due to the force of gravity, and the retreating of the cliffs, which leads to the formation of a Wavecut platform which is visible at low tides. Well done for watching and listening through that, and good luck.